Hey, welcome back to MCOC Noxie, the master of mediocre gameplay, War 11, the penultimate war of Season 45. Kingpin, Herc, and Human Torch are all no-nos. I'm going to be on Path 9, which means no Kingpin. Means Angela and her Big Daddy Odin. I'm going to have a Null. I'm going to have a Fix-It. I'm going to have a Doom, my nemesis, and a very fat boy, very big boy Mysterio there. A 7-star rank 3 duped Mysterio. I believe I'm taking that Absman. I'm going to be taking that Korg. And then I believe that Killmonger. And then when we roll up to Boss Island, I'm going to take Gladiator and Werewolf by Night. Both for the first time in War. Let me share something with you you may not know about me. I kind of don't know how to fight Null. And you're going to see that on clear display here. Thankfully, I do remember to put on the Odin pre-fights. I know this is going to be Angela. I have a rank 3 6-star that I've never really, ranked up much more. I've never played him. I'm just not familiar. I know you want to push him to his special 2, which I feel like I do a decent job of that throughout most of the fight. But he does get off some SP1s, and I think that's what I hadn't prepared for in this fight, because this fight is going to go poorly. So I got him to his SP2, which is what I want. And just look at that damage into the block. I push him back to an SP2. I'm doing decent damage here. I'm doing okay. I've got to heal up. Cannot push him red, of course. That would be insta-death. But look at that damage. Oh, gosh. I keep being able to push him. I think his specials only cost him 50%. That's kind of the bonus of this node for the defender. Look at all that damage he's doing into my block. But I've got him to about half health. And so things are going well here for me. I'm thinking like, wow, this is not the fight I wanted, but okay, it looks like I'm going to be able to wear him down. Don't push him red, don't push him red, don't push him red. I did this thing again where I pushed him too far into the SP2. So I should stop here and start kind of trying to bait the SP2. Instead, I go for some reason and decide, let's just push him. I have no idea what I'm doing there. Of course, he throws a heavy that I'm not ready for. And yeah, that's a death, my friends. Null has one of the absolute baddest SP3 animations, so we'll just show it there for a second. Come back in, heal up. Punch the air a couple times. I'm just like, I've been playing pretty well. And I've had a really good season, taking a lot of fights for this alliance. And this is how the fight's supposed to go. This is how the fight's supposed to go. Just him doing barely any damage and me taking him out. Golly. I hate fighting Null. I may want to figure him out someday, but I haven't yet. Here's a Mr. Fix-It who I just don't find to be a very difficult defender. I don't find that he puts up just a ton of difficult options. I guess maybe if he's on an unblockable node where that SP1 goes unblockable, that'll do a lot of damage. But, the idea here is just bait out heavies. I believe, every time I get a SP1, he's going to go indestructible for, I believe it's 6 seconds. So he's going to throw an SP1 in here. It does very minor damage. I'm really not that worried. I don't know why I didn't punish him right there. I don't know what the thought process was, because it seemed like there was plenty of time. I am probably still a little rattled from that Null fight, very first fight. Easiest node of Path 9, or maybe this might be the easiest actually of Path 9, this second node, the indestructible node, because there's really not much to it as long as you remember that you can't throw a special 1 as soon as you get it, because it only applies to the special 1. So yeah, this fight's just going exactly how you want it to go, right? Once again, I don't like his SP1 because I have no idea how to evade it, or if it even is evadable. I'm assuming it is if you really have the gift. I've just never even looked into it, to be honest. I wouldn't trust myself in war to try to evade it. But that SP2 is easily evadable in theory, and yet it has caught me before, especially in BGs. I've tried to be a little more focused in war fights, of course, and trying to whittle them down, and then I'll use the SP3. This is something really interesting that I see really high-level players not do. They'll get someone down to the final few percentages, and they're sitting there red, like they can throw a special 3, and I'm like, throw it. It'll 100% in the fight. Throw it, and they don't. I guess they're just so confident and so locked in that they know they can finish it with the next combo or something like that. That is not me. I'm like, man, if I know I can finish a fight, I'm going to finish a fight. Here is a rank 5 Doom, he wants to throw his special 2. Of course, it's Hazard Shift. And something I've said multiple times is that Doom is one of my nemesis. I hate fighting him. Cassie, on the other hand, is going to do a really good job in fighting him. So as you've noticed, like, wait a minute, this is a Hazard Shift fight. Yes, it is. And so I was so uncertain whether or not Angela could take this against Doom. I didn't want to give him any more advantage. Obviously, Cosmic versus Mystic's not good for me. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to take him and punch him only in the attack him only in the shock portion of the fight. If I can keep a slow on him, his Hazarath aura won't show up. So now it's back to the bleed, and I'm not even paying attention. The fight's going so well that I'm just like, whatever. Let's just let's just handle this, right? Obviously, Cassie being an attacker who can use the decay tactic is doing great. So that fight goes perfectly. I mean, I was so worried. You saw me boost up for the fight. I was so worried about it. All right, so here we got something fun. Here we've got a rank 3, 7-star duped Mysterio. Woo! 320,000 HP on a one-eye open node. This is good placement. I have never fought a rank 3 in war yet. I'm assuming they're coming all the time now. It'll be the new trend. But this is my first, and on a really tricky node if you forget about it. And I think I do forget it at some point about the one I opened. But man, that SP1 into the block is going to do so much damage, as you're going to see over this fight. Now, Mysterio is a sugar pill defender, so that gives Cassie a huge advantage because she is a decay attacker. So we're going to try to keep the withers up there. And try so I'm punching into him a little bit there, but I think all the debuffs minimize it. Also, something I'm not sure about, and you're going to see in this fight, the fight is lengthened because I'm pretty sure that I can punch into him after he throws an SP1, and it's okay. Like, I don't think I'll take the damage back. Yeah, I'm not taking any damage there. And so, I was watching another player, and it was a decay fight, and I was like, oh my gosh, you can just beat into Mysterio? That's great. I had no idea. I wish someone would have explained that to me, or I wish I was smart enough to have picked up on that myself. So as you can see, this fight is not going great. Like, my health pool is great. That's fine. But like, I don't have any power stings on. I'm really just kind of punching into him. I don't know that I can hit him on the SP1 there. I learned that after this fight. That was kind of slick, though. Come on, right? That was all right. That was all right. I baited out a heavy. You know, Mysterio loves to throw those heavies just to get some power stings on him. Felt good about that. I felt a little smooth. What the AI has been doing is when I think they're going to charge in, they'll back up. And so I'm just sitting there burning my Cassie fuel. I'm like looking like an idiot because now the AI kind of understands to punish Cassie when she goes into a heavy. And that's no fun. Yeah, so the debuff on me is just healing me, which is awesome. So I push him in the corner, which I know what to do. Now it's Cassie time. Got a bunch of power stings. So trying to keep him... Whoa! He stunned me, but then he was a little slow, which is unlike the AI, to be a little slow on throwing a heavy, and I was able to get out of it in time. Which, so thank you very much there for being a tad slow, AI. Because you could have messed me up something fierce there. I want to keep him... I want to keep the power stings on him. Want to get the stacks rolling. The debuffs from Hazard Shift are healing me up just consistently. So that's good. He caught me with a punch there. Ooh. This is the first time I'm watching this fight back, so it's new. It's new for me too. I know how it ends, but I don't know how I get there because it was all a blur. It's funny how you can do a fight and one day later not remember anything about the details. I remember the null details, I'll tell you that. I didn't remember this fight. Except just how stubborn he is, and rank 3s are no fun to fight, man. That is not something I really want to face all the time. But the fight's going well. I got the power stings on him, not as many as I'd want, of course. And I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to get more power stings on him. My fuel is filling back up. I wonder if, with all the debuffs, if he still has 25% chance to be to have that miss mechanic. Oh, he catches me again. I forgot about that too. So as you can see, I've messed this fight up all kinds of ways. It's still going in my favor. Thankfully, he is an aggressive Mysterio and he attacks into me. I thought he'd attack in right away, but he backs up. I'm like, oh no, of course this is what's going to happen to me. I'm going to die right here because he's going to beat me after I whiff a heavy. And so now we got things going well. Those a special 2 for me. Thank you very much, sir. I am slowly healing back up. He's almost gone. I'm waiting out that phase timer, which once again I don't know if it even works with the withers up. So down goes rank 3 Mysterio, and really what turned out to be just a punching fight, not a really good Cassie fight at all. Here we've got a rank 5 Absman and Ascended Absman against my Ascended Cassie. I think what boosts do I put on here? Just to regen? Okay, I'm just trying to heal up because I have a bunch more fights coming, and some of them involve Miss Cassie. So I am very familiar with fighting Abs, Mr. Carl. I've got a rank 5 that I've debated ascending myself. I have enough dust right now to ascend a 6-star, and I'm just kind of sitting on it. I don't really know what I want to do. I'm very happy with the Cassie ascension. It's just paid off huge dividends in this war season, so I'm very happy with that. I hope she stays relevant for upcoming war seasons. I imagine she will, but not as relevant as the decay season. So he's healing up, kind of annoyingly. I need to get more debuffs on him. There he goes. He punches in. Got to get some more power stings on him. That's great. So he is whittling himself away. I should have applied the poison there. I guess I just wanted the taunt. So obviously his Uru is refined, so he's gonna punch like a monster in my block if I let him. But the goal is, of course, not to let him. The fight's going great. He is beating himself up. There we go. I've got a lot of fuel. I could out-fuel an SP1. His SP1 is pretty quick, but why do it when he's going to power sting himself to death? So down goes Asman. Nice and clean. Here's a Corgi boy. This is for Angela. Oh, no, I think I Cassie this fight. Because, yeah, the node rewards him for buffs being triggered on me. There we got Burden of Might. Yeah, he's going to have high energy resist. But I noticed that Cassie's power stings are not considered energy, they're direct damage. So I'm just like, well, I have a rank 4 6-star Korg. I've fought him a ton in BGs, of course, I know we all have. I'm just like, well, he doesn't do a lot of damage on the SP1. Oh gosh, and then he punishes me. I thought I'd be able to catch him. Now he's unblockable. And so I get a couple power stings, or a little bit there. And caught me in the dashback. This is the story of this fight. I'm so mad at how this fight went. I'm so familiar with Korg that you'd think I would just never get caught. I think I get caught with almost every special one, and I'm not exaggerating. So I've already been caught by one. I would, of course, love to push him to his SP2 because that's easy breezy. So, okay, so I evaded that one. Nice. Good job, me, doing what should be happening every time. I remember just yelling at myself as this fight's going on because it gets so frustrating. Alright, so there we are with the... keep the taunt on. There, took all 3 to the face. All 3. And so he's winning the health battle pretty easily at this point. Get a few power stings on, not as many as I'd like. Catches me in the dashback. I don't know what I was doing right there. I'm watching this back for the first time, like I said. And so, like, I'm clearly being caught. Like, I'm clearly in a dashback as he's firing instead of waiting as his foot, is beginning to fall. And I'm just kind of, like, ticked. I'm like, at this point, I'm still thinking, am I going to die to this Korg here? Yeah, just caught in the dashback. I'm mistiming it. So his shield is broken. That's good. Good. Oh, it's just everything's going bad. Everything is going bad. I was able to push him to his SP2 again. That's nice, right? That's good. That means he can't throws SP1 that I can't evade all of a sudden. Oh my gosh. The health pools are about even. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, slick. Not bad right there. Not bad right there. Had just enough gas to let him throw his SP1, absorb all the misses. Hey, I did something skillful. Yay, something. I don't know what it is. I don't know if something's changed. But that SP1 is catching me when it used to never catch me, I felt like. So I'm going to try to put the taunt, reapply the taunt. And down goes Quark. Gosh. Oh, man. That's not awesome. Alright, here we've got only a 6-star? 6-star rank 5 duped Killmonger. That's going to be Angela. He's stun immune, which means you want to bait out the heavy, of course. And so this is really just bait out the heavies. You're going to probably take some damage into the blocks. And don't get caught. Don't get caught by those specials. Especially that special 2. From what I remember, this fight goes pretty well. It goes kind of according to plan. Let's see if I can get him to throw a special 2. There we go. We all know Killmonger likes to throw those special 2s often, but he pretty regularly will do it at just a weird time. And it can very easily catch you. And so I'm trying to get him to throw those specials. Obviously the fight's going really well so far. He's played ball, as they say. So there's the special 2. I'm going to attack in. I'm building up all kinds of buffs. Come on, you can throw it. Oh, just throw a heavy. Oh, and I didn't punish it. I wonder. Oh, I guess, man, that's just me playing safe. Wow, he did some big damage in the block right there. Yeah, I guess I was just playing it safe because he did have a special on deck. So now I pushed him to special 3. Something having to do with his kit right there. Me having, I guess, a lot of debuffs on him. And thankfully it didn't kill me. That's a rank 5 Killmonger, and it didn't kill me. Didn't do very much damage, so very thankful there. But did you see that power jump? He went from not having a special 2 to having a special 3. That is wild. Killmonger's sneaky, man. This is a sneaky cat. So here we got a Gladiator. I don't know that I've ever fought Gladiator in war before, but I remember in Cavi Q, he's not very difficult. Like he's not a tricky cosmic. And I have Angela as a rank 5. And so I'm just like, I want to push him to his SB2 because I kind of understand the SB2. So here it is. There's an initial blast and then a follow-up blast. That I guess got caught in a backup. There goes my indestructible. I thought I had it, but I did not. So obviously his health pool is draining. So he's going to throw one more SB2. I think I get this one right. Yeah, there we go. I guess I was just a little late on the last one. Man, that was an easy fight. Golly, that was fast. And so here we've got another champ that is brand new to me outside of Thronebreaker EQ, I guess. And that's Werewolf by Night. I found a duel for him and did it like 5 times. I was like, oh, this is really easy. That's not how this fight goes, friends. This fight does not go well at all. Prepare, buckle in. Because the werewolf is about to mystify me. So I got him almost to an SB1. I got caught right there. It's just a fat finger to heavy. I had no idea what I was doing there. And so I'm pushing him. And I'm even uncertain as far as like which special do I really want. There's one that covers more ground. And I feel like maybe it's the SP1 is a little trickier. I'm not sure. And like when he howls, I don't really know what that means. I'm just like, I know I can punish it, but I'm not really sure what to do. And so I dive in. There's me not understanding how many punches his heavy involves. I guess it's 3. So now he's at a SB2, and I'm getting pushed into a corner, and I am panicking. I am mucho worried. This is not good. He's almost red, and thankfully he threw an SB2. I mean, he destroys me with it. And so I'm just thinking at this point the fight's over. I clearly don't understand this guy's moveset. Even though I was able to duel him and win every fight very easily, something about this fight is just not what I was prepared for. And so I'm red, and so I can throw an SP3 if I want. So I'm able to, you know, he's just confusing me. I don't really know what to do. But I go red, and I throw my SP3. I think it does a very minimal amount of damage. Let's see. Yeah, just a little bit. Not what I was hoping for there. So he's going to throw his SP2 right away. Thankfully, I was able to get out of there. So I'm starting to figure out, okay, he wants to howl. But then once again, do you see that? I did a weird heavy that I've done before, and I do it again in the next war. Because that was today. I was just like, oh my gosh. There he catches me with a special. Thankfully, it's doing such little damage because of inequity, I think. And I'm getting him close. Is he going to get me? Who's going to win this thing? I am. Oh my gosh. How many times did he hit me in that fight, you're wondering? I bet you're asking that. Well, friends, let's examine that question. How many hits did I take in that fight? 22. Gosh. Yeah, that's embarrassing. 22 hits received. Oh my gosh. Well, we won the war. I mean, that's a lot of really tough defenders. I hope y'all come back for War 12 as we wrap up Season 45. Y'all have a good one. Bye.